Hey, welcome to Stolen History Week in Review, number 3. We've got our awesome friend, Max. How are you, buddy?
I'm amazing. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Ludite. Glad to be back.
Wonderful. All right. So, would you like to take off and go first?
No, I'd rather take the second one, but you can take off if you like.
It's already a fight. For the last week, we've had about, I think, 12 or 13 threads, and we are a day late, so we're going to do an overlap here. Not that it really matters. Thank you to everyone so far for listening to us, and we've been getting some good numbers, and I hope that it draws some more people into Stolen History to contribute towards our threads and also comment and just become more interested and involved. That'd be really nice. So this first one, My Dinner with Andre, magnum opus, magnificent name there. So this is a video review of Louis Mallet's classic 1981 movie. It's been getting around. I saw it actually before he posted it. It's pretty fascinating. Highly recommended. Yeah, give it a look, and we will, for the sake of brevity, we'll just move straight on to the next one. Max, take it away, buddy.
Demonic Possession, the COVID Endgame by Will Scarlett, one of our great contributors. I thought it was a very interesting thread, one of the most interesting I've seen in a long time. And I think he has some very good points with the ingredients of the modern vaccines in combination.
It's a big call.
Yeah. It's a bit... Well, to be honest, it scared the living Jesus out of me as well. But I think he has some really good points, and I definitely recommend everybody reading it. I was a bit scared about the witches connection as well. The demonic possession. I don't want to claim how that works, but I've been speculating with some of my friends on that as well. It's very creepy.
Yeah, sure. I've read through this one too. I haven't looked at it in a couple of days, but some really great research here, and there's a lot of the old tropes that we know of, and we're seeing a lot of historical end points being pulled together here, and it's quite a popular thread. Won't go through it because it's actually quite long. Many people have contributed to it, but yeah, please hop on and have a good read of it, and try to contribute.
Yeah, I was thinking about adding some old Dutch books as well. We've had on the entire vaccine story, of course. I'll post them later this week. Very interesting.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, so next up is some notes on Herbert Illig's Phantom Time Theory. Conspiracy or Jack, he actually runs a podcast called Conspiracy or Just Coincidence, and I think he links that here. Yes, there it is. So I actually have listened to this one. I listened to it yesterday whilst I was walking the dog, and it's fantastic the way that this author has pulled together all of these timeline points and mapped them out to show that there's a missing roughly 300 years in our timeline and how it happened. It's really well done, very detailed, very scientific. Well, as scientific as you can get. He's using some nice lines that he's drawing between different points in the historical sands.
Yeah.
And look, just so many. Look at this. It's just a huge amount of data, and this is, I guess, the chapter notes from the book that he's reviewing. So it's a bit of a meta review. Highly recommended. hop into it and also listen to this
Yeah.
the
We've
podcast.
had some
It's very
amazing
cool.
posts last week. Thank you everybody for adding. We've had a good week on Stolen History.
Yeah, I've had a pretty tough week, and it's been nice to digest some of these and just scroll through and read, and
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it. Okay, so this is Ask an Expert how to resets work. Well, there's going to be a lot of input into this and a lot of different opinions. So I like it. How do resets work? It's always a common topic when people are just shooting their mouths off with each other, and they, if someone's aware of all of this historical indiscrepancies and they're a little bit into conspiracies and alternate theories, then wow, it's really one of the hot topics for the last 6 months, I think, and everyone's got input to it. What do
Well,
you reckon
obviously
about
I'm
that,
Dutch, so
Max?
I'm going to link everything back to the Netherlands, which I always do. And yeah. It's
You do,
all I
yeah.
can do. All I can read is all Dutch, so why not put that to the test?
Yeah.
For example, we've had
True.
both Naarden and Haarlem in the 16th century, from which around 80% of the inhabitants of entire cities were wiped out, and other people moved in. For example, in Haarlem, if you go look at some of the finer,
Yeah.
older buildings, including the gates, they were all built by not Dutchies, but Belgians, because the Belgians came after the fall of Antwerp, which was around 20 years after Haarlem got besieged, and that was
Yeah, I think you can look at now. That's happening right now. In Berlin, in Melbourne, Australia, in New York, San Francisco, London. There's replacement happening everywhere, and this is just part of the natural cycle before massive wars. I think it's one of those tipping points
I
that
agree.
occurs time and time
No, it's
again.
mostly speculations,
Could be
of
wrong
course. How
there.
do resets work? Can be in a lot of different ways. Use your imagination.
True. Yep. Um,
Klaartaart.
okay, next up. So, Klaartaart, yeah. Narration, collaboration, making videos for YouTube upload. Okay, so this is a person pretty much putting their hand up and saying that that he wants to do, or she, I don't know, he or she, says that they want to do some voiceover narration. So they're putting their hand up, trying to find some people who can script write and video edit for them. And they've got an example. So I won't click that because we're not set up to record that. If you want to work with someone and you like their work, hit them up.
Thank you for, how do you say it? Volunteering.
Yes. Yeah, very nice.
Disconnection
please,
from Nige WZ. Very interesting topic. Of course, we've had the Parasite from him last week. And
Yep.
can you scroll down a bit for the pictures? I've always very much liked
Yeah,
the
sure.
posts added here. Yeah, a lot of symbology you can see. A lot of... oh, look, the
Yeah.
Hill Satan. Oh, I didn't notice that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't
Okay.
watched into this thread personally,
That's
but I
amazing.
definitely recognize all the symbolism all around. If anybody wants, they can
Yeah,
hit me
yeah.
up and we can send them some images, and you can look around your
Yeah,
own local city or town and you can see how satanic everybody is. It's pretty fun.
Oh, true. I've been listening to some of Nige Wiz's YouTube videos in the last week, and I've been working through them in reverse order, which I don't think is the best strategy at the moment. I might scroll back a bit, but after I saw his Parasite, I thought that was pretty cool. I liked that one, and then I wanted to go back and another one of our members, Mike Nolan, He shouted it out to me too in chat, and yes,
Very cool.
they're very
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, so
Very smart guy.
Time Shifter made
Smart guy.
a thread on the volcano activity. Very interesting with the new activities raging on all around the world. Gotta say, Luddite, have you heard about this as well? That there were in, for example, China, you have the big Hoover Dam, which is apparently on the point of breaking, and you have all these rivers going wild. You have, I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure Levi say as well on 2 or 3 videos ago that the wind was a lot stronger than he used to recall. Very interesting.
I have no doubt the weather is going very weird. Our lemon tree has just broken because it produced too many
Oh,
lemons on one side of it, actually on the whole lot of it. And we've been taking the lemons and taking them over and over again, and it won't stop producing lemons, and it's coming up to winter time in Australia,
yeah.
and it should have stopped by now. Well, it hasn't stopped actually for over a year, so it just keeps going.
Yeah, I agree.
Something's
But do
up
you
with the
think?
weather.
No, let's not go into that too deep. Turning books into ash. This was by
Okay.
far my favorite thread from the last week because obviously I like to read a lot of books, and it's quite obvious that a lot of them
Hmm.
were written from a certain point of view or adjusted from a certain point of view. And Tartar Khan
Hmm.
has a lot of amazing points,
True.
I think, here. A lot of good pictures as well. What do you think, Luddite?
Yep. Oh, yes, I liked it a lot. I've recently been getting into some alchemy because of you. You've sent me down a few rabbit holes, and that's just one of them. So, a comparison about this is tartar is in alchemy potassium carbonate, and I just can't get it out of my head. I don't know how it's joined to it or not. Why would you name an empire after potassium carbonate, or vice versa? Why would you
It's a
name
very good
potassium
question.
carbonate
I do
after an
not know,
empire?
but I do know that one of the Russian people I've been working with, they told me that the Tartars weren't that much big of a deal, and it were mostly the people from Cathay we should look into. And of course, that's a totally different.
Mm,
But as always, of course, we don't know. We just speculate.
yep. True. Yeah, this is a fascinating thread. Hop on board and read it, consume it, comment on it, because we will not do it justice. It's a big read,
Yeah, Tartar Khan
and
did a great job. Thank you
yeah,
for
have a look at it.
contributing.
Yeah, it's really cool. So the new fundamental law of nature, Time Shifter. He's also one of the mods. So yeah, all that speaks for itself, really. That title. Have a look at it, and if you've got a bit of a science background, then jump into here, and you're going to find
Yeah.
some very interesting stuff. Lost now found 3,000 lost now found 3,000-year-old golden city, Egypt again. Who says so? Dav Tash. Great. So this is an article from the Guardian, and yeah, he jokingly saying, "Let's take a break from COVID." Why do we want to? It's a fascinating topic. We all love it. We all love it. Even the mainstream media loves COVID. So, but yeah, look, this is part of the same story, isn't it? How come it was lost? How come it was found just now? Who found it? Was it the Smithsonian Institute again? We've
Yeah,
got
I
to
gotta
really
say,
start digging
in
into
the
this stuff.
past, when I didn't read old books yet, I used to read a lot from Mr. Zahi Hawass. And please don't spend a single penny on anything this guy says. It's just look at a picture, look him straight into the eyes, and tell me he looks reliable. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on. Still got a fair few to go through. It was a busy week, as we said at the start. Spell check by Vagabond, one of our newer members, getting quite active. So she's, I'm assuming it's a she, postulates that the spelling autocorrection in all of the search engines is getting worse. And it's something that I've also been noticing. I commented on it. Many other people have commented, and if you've got something to throw into the pond, then
Throw it in.
Please do. Where did the Steam Age Technology go by KD755? He's right. I've watched this video. It is out of control what the what some of this Steam tech could do, and we all know it. We know it. It's something's lifted all of this tech up and swept
very
it under
sad.
the rug.
I think
I want it back. Watch the video. It's from
I definitely will. I would
mate.
certainly
You gotta
first
watch it.
recommend
It's really
everybody to Google the Steam airplane. It's very interesting. There's been a Steamcraft airplane in Britain, and I believe it's from 1765. But don't pin me down on that one. Just Google it, look into that, be amazed, and keep staying amazed. That's what makes us human.
I do not doubt. They've probably got steam nuclear reactors too. Okay, so next up.
That's one for you, Luddite. Nice.
Alien Australia. Yeah. Woo. Okay. ET superimposed over the Australia map. Fair enough. I don't know about that. But I do know that there are a lot of
Australia
illegal
looks
aliens
like
here.
E.T.
Yeah. So next up, buildings and structures, Sacred Detroit, Michigan, JWW 427. He posting a video, and I've seen this one before, but I haven't seen it in the context that he's talking about. Please jump on and have a look. Once again, it's bringing together some of the Freemason ideas, and I think that we all know that it's a little bit difficult to invest too much mental effort into trying to fathom who the Freemasons were, why they do anything that they do, and it might just be another confusing rabbit hole to waste our time with, but the fact is that a lot of stuff is attributed to them. A lot of really big structures, towns, and more.
Not suspicious at all.
Yeah, have a good look. But my advice is keep an open mind with those guys. Last,
the lake,
but not least. Lake Superior.
Well, honestly, I
anomaly.
haven't looked
There
into
you go.
this
Go for it, buddy.
thread, so no, honestly, I was looking into.
You're a bad boy.
No, never mind. You take it away, Luddite.
Okay, well, this is just another link, and he's more just throwing it out there. Have a look at this guy's website and the mysteries of the Michigan Lake Superior. And look, it is very, very strange. And I would like to just say where my mind went to when I was having a look through this, that in every huge landmass there are inland lakes and inland rivers, and there's probably not one that exists on Earth where when you start looking into the detail of its first discovery, how it potentially came to be, what rivers feed into it, what rivers leave it, and what work's been done around there with city building and mines. And I think this one talks about some mines, and there's so much information that can be unpacked from every single lake system and river system in the world that you could literally make a whole website on the history of just one of them. They're just so thick and with data and history. So yeah, please have a look at this thread. Yes, and that wraps it up for us. How do you think?
I think we've had an amazing week. We've had a lot of good posts, a lot of good contribution from a lot of kind and wise people. I would once again like to point out for some people that things we say, things we note aren't the way they are or aren't the way they were. It's just our own opinion, and it's always, of course, speculation. None of us were there, so we can't know for sure. However, stay human. So keep hugging each other, keep being interested. Don't pretend you know everything, because you don't know anything at all.
So true.
Yeah, well, who knows? Perhaps we have somebody else interesting who is willing to join. But let's see how it goes. Ludite, thank you so much.
True.
And
we do.
everybody, thank you for listening, and we wish you all a great day.